do is act naturally. We'll make the scene about a man that's sad and lonely and begging down upon.
Now, get ready for the 58th Annual Lyons-Junior Tournament, live at Parton Park, Lyons. All of today's action is brought to you by these great sponsors. People's Bank in Vidalia and Lyons. Driftway, your Galaxy Food in Lyons. Zaxby's in Vidalia. Reedy Creek in Vidalia. Toombs Auto Parts, your Napa dealer in Lyons. All Care Pharmacy and Healthcare Services in Lyons. And by the Sandwich Shop in Vidalia. Now we take you live to Parton Park with sportscaster Bryce Brady on Y101.
And welcome to our coverage of the 58th Annual Youth Tournament. And we're not at Parton Park for this game. We're actually at the Toombs County High School softball field, which I'm in the same press box I was in for all those games I covered for the Toombs County High School Bulldog baseball team, except I'm sitting in a different window. I'm facing towards the softball field, and we're here for a matchup between the Lyons-Junior Girls and the Hawkinsville Junior Girls. Now, both these teams have won and won big to get here. Hawkinsville beat Appling in their opening game, 8-0, and then Hawkinsville beat Vidalia 13-3 to get here. Lyons beat Jenkins in their first game 13-4, and in a game earlier today, they beat Swainsboro 17-0. Lyons is the visiting team in this game, and up to bat first is Nora Grace Mercer, and the first pitch to her will miss for ball one. So she steps in, batting from the left-hand side. She'll be going to the high school next year to play as a Lady Dog on the team. 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch missing. Pitching for Hawkinsville is Reagan Powers. So she comes onto the rubber. And winding 2-0. Swing and a miss by Mercer for strike one. Now, whichever team wins this game will be into the championship round, which will be played here Tuesday at 5:30. This is the last game on the high school field today. 2-1 misses. So I believe that'll be 3 balls and 1 strike. Excuse me, 2-2 it was called. So Powers comes onto the mound. 2-2 pitch. Missing away. I guess I missed the pitch. The full count. And Mercer gets down to first. The Lyons Junior boys, of course, we had their game on the radio earlier today. They lost 14-2. I believe the midget boys, well, actually, I know they won their game against Swainsboro, so they're playing right, or they should have played earlier, unless they're backed up. Up to bat now is Aniston Powell. Mercer going to scoot down to second, and Powell takes ball one. Powell, also another member coming up to the high school who will play on the Lady Dog softball team next year. Powers with the pitch. That's going to be called for strike one. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike on Aniston Powell. She steps in. And the pitch. She hits this one on the ground foul, third base side, where it'll be stopped, or at least it ricocheted off the foot of head coach Sean Stringer, and that'll be strike 2. On deck is Brinley Miller. Now, this team has a history of winning all-star championship games, especially when it comes to state. They won in 2017 together, 2018, and 2019. This pitch missing inside, and Mercer slides into third safely. So Lyons has a runner in scoring position early. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Powell. Now, Aniston is one of 2 Powells on this team. Her younger sister Emerson is playing also in the lineup. She'll be coming up shortly. So I'll refer to them as Aniston and Emerson. Aniston hits this one up into the air, and it's going to drop in for an infield hit, so she's reaching on the base hit. So now runners are on first and third, and that'll bring up Brimley Miller, who is also moving up to the high school, finishing her 8th grade year this year. So she steps in, bats from the right-hand side. She had an older brother named Chase Miller, who was A real big name when it came to Toombs County football. He graduated when I did. First pitch to her, missing high, and Aniston Powell scoots down to second. So ball one on Miller. She's going to step in. Head coach Derek James of the Toombs County High School baseball team is the coach of the Lyons Midget Boys baseball team. I saw him out at the park today. 1-0. Brinley Miller hits a chopper up the middle. It scoots through. That's going to score 1 run. It's going to score 2. Brinley Miller is standing on first base with a 2-run RBI single for Lyons. And Lyons is on top, 2-0. Now, I've heard from several sources that this is going to be a tough one for Lyons, but I've also heard that it's going to be a good game, and that's what we're hoping for. Up to bat now, lefty Shay Stringer. First pitch to her. She didn't look like she really wanted to swing at that, but she did anyway, and that'll be strike 1. So she steps back in. The 0-1 pitch to the plate. Missing away, and it's getting away from catcher Nipper, and Miller is on the way down to second, where she takes a big round, and she gets back. So ball 1 on Stringer. On deck is Emerson Powell, the younger sister of Aniston Powell. So Powers with the 1-1 went high. That'll make it 2 balls and 1 strike on Stringer. Not sure as far as position goes where Lyons will be playing. I was given a lineup, but the lineup didn't have their positions on it. But thankfully, both lineups I've looked at today in this game had first and last names. 2-1, missing off the plate, and that'll make it 3 balls and 1 strike. You know, you get so accustomed to when you're doing this in high school, most of the time as a broadcaster, you get their first and last names because they know you'll be saying it on the radio. But when you come to the rec games, you know, no one knows they'll be on the radio. That pitch missing, and that'll be ball 4. Which I guess the Lyons teams are accustomed to being on the radio during All-Star season. Up to bat now, Emerson Powell. She steps in, batting from the right-hand side. Open stance, pitch to the plate. She's going to take for strike 1. So she steps back in. What you need for softball. That pitch is going to hit Powell, and she's going to get down to first, and the bases are loaded for Natalie Quintero. Now, Natalie Quintero has an older brother named Jesus Quintero, a member of the high school baseball team. Heard his name quite a lot last season. Speaking of Jesus, he's actually in the press box right now. Pitch missing high for ball 1. So Natalie steps back in. Powers comes onto the mound. And the 1-0. Takes that for ball 2. On deck is Autumn Jarrell. She'll also be moving up to the high school next year. Or should say this coming up year, right? 2-0. Hits this onto the ground, back to the pitcher Powers. She bobbles it a bit, throws to first. Quintero is out, but scores a run, and Lyons is now on top 3-0 with 1 down. Now bring up Autumn Jarrell with runners on second and third. Lyons still with runners in scoring position. She steps in, batting from the right-hand side, wearing number 6. Powers winding, 1-out pitch. And that'll be called strike 1. I believe the umpire has 2 different ways of calling strikes. But I think that's what he meant there. 0-1. Missing away. That'll be ball 1. Covered 2 games today. So far, this is our 4th game covering in the Lyons Youth Tournament so far. We started with the midget girls, then we went to the junior boys, got 2 of their games, 1-1 pitch, foul ball, strike 2. And now we're here with the junior girls. Time has been called by the catcher, Jody Rose Nipper. Not sure what happened. think the ball may have hit her foot. I think she's fine. The umpire's making her walk it off. And again, if this Lions team wins here today, they'll be in the championship, which will be played Tuesday at 5:30 on this field. The midget boys should be playing or should have already played the winner of Jenkins and Candler County. And congratulations to Metter. They are the state championships in high school baseball for Region 2 Single A or First Single A. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll be strike 3, 2 down. That'll bring up Laura Zamorano. Zamorano steps in, batting from the right-hand side. Lyons has 2 runners in scoring position on second and third. Powers, 2-out pitch. That's going to hit Zamorano on the leg, so she's going to get down to first. And that'll bring up Mariska Smith. Now, they had a nickname for her, which I wasn't going to attempt to say. That's how it was given on the lineup that I was given to read. So I just asked for her first name. It looks like they're going to put in a substitute runner for Laura Zamorano, meaning that Zamorano is probably the catcher. And unfortunately, I don't have that lineup anymore, so I don't know who that is. All right, thank you. Now I'm about to figure out who it is. Number 5, Shakayla Joseph. She's been put in to run over at first for Laura Zamorano. 2-out pitch to Mariska Smith is going to miss. 2 balls, no strikes. Excuse me, I guess we missed the pitch. So 2 balls and no strikes on Smith. Yeah. Now it's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. So Smith steps back in. Bases loaded for Lyons. Here's the 2-1. Missing high. That'll make it 3-1. She steps back in. A walk would score a run. Lyons on top right now, 3-0. 3-1 pitch. Missing away, and that'll be ball 4. And back to the top of the order, Lyons goes to Nora Grace Mercer with the bases still loaded. Mercer reached on a walk in her first at bat. She bats from the left-hand side. So she steps in. Powers, 2-out pitch. Mercer takes for ball 1. One-0. Foul tip there. Strike 1. Mercer stepping back in. 2 down here in the top of the first. Lyons on top 4-0. 1-1. That's going to be called for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Mercer. On deck, Aniston Powell. Powers winding. 1-2. Mercer puts this one backside over near left field. She's a lefty. That's going to score a run, possibly 2, maybe even 3. Actually, there's 3, and Nora Grace Mercer is sliding into third base safely and just scored 3 runs for Lyons. Lyons is on top, 7-0 here in the top of the first. On a triple, a 3-run triple by Nora Grace Mercer. And she cleared the bases and put herself on third. With 2 down, that'll bring up Aniston Powell, although the coach for Hawkinsville is out there talking to his pitcher, and we may be about to see a pitching change possibly, or never mind, she's going to stay out on the rubber. I forget in softball you can't say the mound because they don't pitch from a mound, they pitch from the rubber. In baseball, you pitch from the mound, that incline. So Powell's going to step in. Powell reached on a base hit in her first at bat. 1-2. And she hits this one on the ground, ricocheting off the glove of the shortstop. And that's going to score a run. She's going to get down to second. No play there. That's where she's going to stop. Lions on top, 8-0. So Lions scoring a lot early here. That'll bring up Brinley Miller with a runner in scoring position at second base. Here's the pitch from Powers. That'll be called for strike one. Now Hawkinsville is batting 10. Lyons is only batting 9. When you get into these rec games, it's usually a lot different. Next pitch missing inside. That'll be 1-1. The last game, the game that was played just before this one, 1-1 pitch, fouled off back into the net for strike 2, was a loser's bracket game between Swainsboro and Appling. Appling knocked off Swainsboro in the very last inning of the game. And unfortunately, I didn't start a timer for this game, nor did I look at the time that it was supposed to start. 1-2 pitch, chopped, third base side, foul. One ball, 2 strikes on Brinley Miller. One-two pitch, popped up into the air, foul and out of play. Miller stays alive. So she comes back to the plate. Very interesting fact that I've heard is that the junior girls and boys do not have a district tournament this year, that they're all just going to state. And for the junior girls and boys, that'll be up in Augusta. 1-2 pitch, missing, getting away from the catcher, and Aniston Powell gets down to third. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Brinley. Wearing number 25 for her team, she steps back in. Powers comes onto the mound, winding, 2-2. Miller hits this one in the hole, or actually the shortstop. Newman gets a glove on it, knocks it down. I'm going to give Miller a base hit on that and an RBI single. Lions now leading 9-0. With 2 outs, that'll bring up Shea Stringer. She reached on a 3-1 walk in her first at bat. 2-out pitch to the plate. Missing for ball 1. And this group of girls I remember calling many years ago when I first started, 2018. 1-0 pitch to Stringer. Swing. And did she get a piece of it? She did. Foul ball. Strike 1. Let's see. 2021 now. Last year would have been Shea Stringer, Brinley Miller, Aniston Powell, Nora Grace, Mercer, Autumn Gerald's first year of junior ball. This is technically their last year. So in 2018, I was calling them their first year of midget ball, I believe. Pitch missing. So that'll make it 2 balls and 1 strike. And again, if you're not familiar with how the names go, 7 to 8-year-old is fleas, 9 to 10 is mites, 11 to 12 is midgets, fouled off there. So make it 2-2. And 13 to 14 are juniors. And we're in the juniors division right now. We've stayed with the junior divisions yesterday and today. The boys this morning and the girls right now. 2-2 pitch to Stringer. She stays with it, piece of it, back into the net. Count remains 2-2. Stringer's going to step back in. 2-2 pitch on the way. And that'll be called for strike 3. And that'll be out number 3. So we go to the bottom of the first inning. Lions scoring 9 runs here early. And we'll take a break. You're listening to the coverage of the 58th Annual Lions Youth Tournament on Y101.
Our sole purpose here at the bank is to share our financial knowledge with you so that we can help you grow. Whether it's a savings account, a new home, business and personal loans, or to help finance your children's education. We're here for you. We're an equal housing lender. People's Bank, where people come first. Member FDIC. Online at ourpeoplesbank.com.
Come on down to the creek and get yourself some of the best locally sourced hand-cut USDA inspected steaks this side of the Mason-Dixon line. We also have some of the best and most tender pork chops, chicken, and specialty cuts offered in town. Feeling like grilling? Check us out on Thursdays and Fridays for our $11.99 prime rib steak specials, kebabs, stuffed peppers, and more. Locally owned and operated, Reedy Creek Meat Company, located at 204 Washington Street in Vidalia. Call 912-386-4625, and we hope to see you there.
And welcome back. Welcome back to the 58th Annual Lions Youth Tournament. I'm writing down positions right now for the Lions team. Brinley Miller is over at third. Nora Grace Mercer's at short. Natalie Quintero is at second. Shay Stringer is at first. I'll go around the outfield in a second. It looks like, is that Aniston Powell on the mound, number 18? Yes, it is. She'll be pitching for Lions. Behind the plate is Laura Zamorano. She'll be catching. That looks like Autumn Jarrell out in left. Emerson out in center, and Mariska Smith out in right. No, I think that's right. So Aniston Powell on the mound for the Lyons-Junior Girls. First pitch to Carly Gibson is in, and it's going to miss inside for ball one. Powell coming back onto the rubber. In the windup, 1-0, fouled off, strike one. And again, I said this several times throughout the baseball season. If you haven't been to the new complex over beside the high school, you're missing out. It's a very nice field. They have the softball field, the baseball field, track and field, 1-1, swing and a miss for strike two. And if you haven't been down North Victory Drive recently, then you haven't seen that the Toombs County baseball field, the Jackie Jones field, is no more. It's gone. They have flattened it. 1-2. Popped up into the air, foul. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, the last year that field was in commission was 2020 for the few games that they had before COVID-19 shut everything down, which I think about a little over a year later, we're coming out of all the shutdowns. Everything's kind of getting back to normal. 1-2, fouled off and out of play right over the heads of the Lions dugout fans. So softball games, the Toombs County Lady Dogs will be holding the third base dugout. And if you haven't been here, you'll see that there's a indoor facility that the dugouts come out to. 1-2. It's going to be chopped onto the ground to second baseman Natalie Quintero. She fields it, fires to Shaylin Stringer at first, and that'll be out number 1. Izzy Ross is up to bat now, second baseman for Hawkinsville. And we're ready to go. Brinley Miller got a ball tossed back into her that was fouled off. She didn't know what to do with it. Somebody was telling her to toss it home. Her coach was telling her to toss it to her. So she threw her hands up in confusion, which I would have done the same thing. Aniston Powell coming onto the mound. Here's the pitch. It's going to miss for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Ross. She steps back in. Powell winding, 1-0. That pitch kind of got out of her hand the wrong way. That misses way away. 2 balls, no strikes. I don't get to watch a lot of softball. I mean, I mainly watch a lot of baseball. 2-0. Missing inside, so that'll make it 3-0. If you don't watch softball, you're missing out. It's a very different, I mean, it's the same. You got the same rules, but you're just missing out. And what I mean by that is simply different. 3-0 pitch. Called for strike 1. Some of these girls are really talented at what they do. They can hit the ball. They can catch it. They can throw it, especially the pitching. Anybody that can softball pitch, I give them a lot of credit. 3-1. That'll be called for strike 2. Nice pitch by Powell. Because in order to be good at swinging your arm around like that and hitting your mark at the plate, it takes a lot of practice. That first year live pitch for softball can be really rough to watch. Full count pitch, missing for ball 4. And what I mean by that is, especially in the rec lead, when you're letting a lot of people pitch just to see what you have and try to get a feel for what people are doing, sometimes those games can drag by because the pitching isn't there. Within baseball, I mean, you just throw the way you've always thrown. You just make some adjustments here and there, add some velocity. Pitch to Newman will be called for strike 1. But with softball, you got to change everything up. 0-1. It's going to be hit into the glove of Aniston Powell. She fields it, throws it to second. No play for the double, or no chance for the double play. Natalie Quintero was there at second, and they got the out. 2 down. That'll bring up Anaya Pullins. Pullins is going to step in, bats from the right-hand side, runner at first base. I enjoy calling games here. You want to know why? I'm in a press box. Pitch missing for ball 1. I don't get all those weird looks I get when I go to Parton Park and set up and tell people they're going to be on the radio. I'm telling you, I've gotten some weird looks. Pitch fouled off for strike 1. And I don't know why either. I mean, they should be used to it. Barney did it for so long. Why they give me weird looks? Because I'm young? 1 ball, 1 strike on Pullins. Next pitch fouled off. That'll make it 1 ball, 2 strikes. And I guess another thing about sitting in the press box, it is air conditioned here. So that's always a plus. I believe Laura Zamorano's helmet for her catching equipment may have come apart. She had to go over there to the dugout and get one of her coaches to help her with it. Currently in the bottom of the first inning, Lions on top 9-0 over Hawkinsville. Aniston Powell's on the mound, 2 down, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Anaya Pullins, the third baseman for Hawkinsville. In this division, they have Reedsville, Vidalia, Hawkinsville, Appling, Evans, Swainsboro, Jenkins, and Lyons. Those are all the teams they have. In the junior girls, I believe right now the midget boys have the largest bracket, and they do. 1-2 pitch, missing, low. That'll make the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two, missing high. That'll make it 3-2. Full. So full count pitch to Anaya Pullins. There it is. Called strike 3, and that'll end the first inning. We go to the top of the second. Lions on top of Hawkinsville right now, 9-0 as we break. You're listening to the 58th Annual Lions Youth Tournament on Y101.
This sandwich shop, located at 213 Green Street in Vidalia, has all your fresh homemade sandwiches. Amy and the gang can fix you a sandwich with over 20 different varieties of sandwiches, from the common BLT to a Philly steak and cheese. Open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. until 2 o'clock p.m. Give them a call at 537-9263. Hope to see you there.
Do you want to save big on your grocery bill? Then go check out these great family favorites at Thriftway, your Galaxy Food Store and Lyons. Like Crisco cooking oil, 2 for $5. Wishbone salad dressing, 2 for $3. Kellogg cereals, 2 for $5. Nabisco Oreo cookies, 2 for $6. Sara Lee apple pie, $3.98. Hellman's mayonnaise, $3.48. And Hunt's manwich sauce, 98 cents each. Go save up and down every aisle throughout the store at Thriftway, your Galaxy Food Store and Lyons.
We're back at the high school softball field for coverage of the Lyons-Junior Girls and their action of the 58th Annual Lyons Youth Tournament. Right now, they're winning over Hawkinsville 9-0. The winner of this game will move on to the championship round of this tournament, which will be played at 5:30 on Tuesday right here. And I'm still trying to figure out, as far as our coverage goes, who we're going to do on Monday. If the midget girls won their game today, I know it's over, but I don't have a score on it. If the midget girls won their game, they play Monday at 6. The boys play Monday, or the junior boys play Monday at 3. And if the midget boys win their game, which should have been today at 4, they play Tuesday at 4:30. But if I'm covering anybody on Tuesday, it would be the junior girls if they win this game. First pitch to Emerson Powell will be called for strike one. Powell in her first at bat was hit by a pitch and got on first base. 0-1 from Powers. Powell fouls back into the net for strike two. Now, Emerson Powell, Natalie Quintero, Laura Zamorano, and Mariska Smith will be in 8th grade this coming up year. So they'll be continuing on at the middle school field. They'll be the leaders on that team as 8th graders. 0-2. Chopped over the head of the third baseman. Shortstop. Newman makes a nice grab on it, but there was no getting Powell. She was already across first, so she's going to be awarded with a base hit. Now up to bat, Natalie Quintero. She's a middle infielder, just like her brother, her older brother. She also has a younger brother. Do you play? He plays too. He's sitting up here. First pitch to her is going to be called for strike one. And Emerson Powell gets down to second. Kind of an awkward slide there. I hope she's okay. Throw was offline either way, so she was there safely. Strike one on Quintero. 0-1 pitch. Called for strike two. Powell going to third. She's there safely. So Lyons has a runner in scoring position. Quintero steps in. 0-2. Powers comes on to the rubber. Winding. And the 0-2. It's going to be put up into the air. Powell possibly tagging if it's caught, and it is caught by the left fielder Fowler. She makes a nice catch on it, and Powell scores. Lyons leading 10-0. On a sacrifice fly by Natalie Quintero. She has scored a run in both her at-bats. She scored on a ground out in her first at-bat, one down to bring up Autumn Jarrell, and then she just scored a run on that sac fly to left field. A nice play there made by left fielder Claire Fowler for Hawkinsville. First pitch to Jarrell, missing high for ball one. She steps back in. Powers comes onto the rubber. Winding. 1-0 pitch. Jarrell fouling this one back into the net for strike one. The umpire cleaning off home plate. 1 ball, 1 strike on Autumn Jarrell. She steps in. Powers winding. 1-1. Jarrell takes that for strike two, inside part of the plate. She steps in. 1-2 pitch. Fouling this one off back into the net. So Jarrell steps back in. Lyons leading here in the top of the second, 10-0. The Lyons Junior Girls, by the way. 1-2 pitch from Powers. Swing. Dropped by the catcher, so Jarrell's going to run to first, and she is out. And that'll be out number 2. 2 down. That'll bring up Laura Zamorano. Zamorano reached on a hit by a pitch in her first at bat, top of the first. Here's the pitch by Powers. Zamorano puts this one into left field. Is it fair? No, it is a foul ball. Strike one. So Zamorano comes back, gets up to the plate. Yeah, I'm not sure who will be covering on Monday because we are going to be covering somebody, but I have to know the bracket to be able to tell you that. And everybody's spread out everywhere. Strike 2 on Zamorano. So I'm not able to look at all the brackets. So we'll see. 0-2 pitch. Zamorano hits it onto the ground to the shortstop, Newman. She fields it, fires to first, and that'll be out number 3. So Lions scoring another run here in the top of the second, and they lead 10-0. You're listening to the 58th Annual Lions Youth Tournament on Y101.
Are you responsible for the care of a loved one? Hi, this is Trent Akins from All Care Pharmacy. With All Care Pharmacy's Care Plus prescription plan, managing their medications has never been easier. Monthly boxes are organized by day and time in securely sealed packages for accuracy and convenience. No more sorting pills or juggling prescription bottles. Call 526-3200 to enroll in our free Care Plus prescription service today. All Care Pharmacy. We manage your medication so you can manage your life.
Just when you thought the chicken sandwich war was over, it's coming back in a big way with Zaxby's new signature sandwich. It's a double hand-breaded filet, split-top bun, 3 zesty pickles, and if that wasn't enough, it's smothered in Zax sauce, or new spicy Zax sauce. That's right, it's such a big deal, we made a totally new sauce to give it the kick it deserves. The other guys won't know what hit them. The new Zaxby's signature sandwich. Have you tried it yet?
And welcome back to coverage of the 58th Annual Lions Youth Tournament. We're covering the undefeated junior girls as they're playing against Hawkinsville. Emerson Powell still on the mound for the Lyons Junior Girls. And again, if the junior girls win this game, they will be into the championship round of their division of the tournament. So far, I think they're the closest ones to that position. Which, if the Lions midget boys won, they'll be in the semifinal round, which will be played on Tuesday at 4:30. And then if they win there, they'll be playing Wednesday at 5 for the championship round of their tournament. And, of course, that is the team coached by Toombs County head baseball coach Derek James. The junior boys losing today, so they'll play the junior boys losing today. They will play Monday at 3. Here's the pitch from Powell. That's missing inside. Powell coming set, 1-0. Ball popped up into the air. Brinley Miller calls it and makes the catch. There's out number 1. That'll bring up the pitcher, Reagan Powers, for Hawkinsville. So Powers, I believe the umpire is telling somebody to get into the dugout or move a bat or something. And we're ready to play. Powers steps in, 1 down, bottom of the second. Lions leading 10-0 over Hawkinsville. Pitch to the plate, fouled off into the net for strike 1. Powell, 0-1. Pitch popped up into the air over to Natalie Quintero at second. That'll be caught, and that'll be out number 2. Up to bat now is Jody Rose Nipper, the catcher for Hawkinsville. So she stands in, 2 down. Here's the pitch. That'll be called for strike 1. Powell coming set, 0-1 pitch. Fouled off back into the net. That'll make it 0-2 on Nipper. And the 0-2. Call called, strike 3, and that'll be a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Lyons Junior Girls and their defense. We go into the top of the third. Lyons leads 10-0 over Hawkinsville. We'll take a break and come back in our coverage of the 58th Annual Lyons Youth Tournament on Y101.
Come check out these great deals at Toombs Auto Parts in Lyons and Brogdon Auto Parts in Swainsboro, your local Napa dealer. Get CRC Brakeland 2 for $6, Gunk Original or Foamy Engine Cleaner $3.49, Seafoam Motor Treatment or Deep Creep Penetrating Lubrication $7.99, and a gallon of Chevron Delo 400 Diesel Motor Oil $13.99, and Napa Def $9.99. They also make hydraulic hoses at Toombs Auto Parts in Lyons and Brogdon Auto Parts in Swainsboro, your local Napa dealer.
Our sole purpose here at the bank is to share our financial knowledge with you so that we can help you grow. Whether it's a savings account, a new home, business and personal loans, or to help finance your children's education, we're here for you. We're an equal housing lender. People's Bank, where people come first. Member FDIC. Online at ourpeoplesbank.com.
And welcome back. We're out here beside the high school in the Toombs County High School Athletic Complex at the Toombs County High School softball field, where the junior girls are playing the Hawkinsville Junior Girls for, I guess, what is technically considered the semifinal round of this tournament, because the winner of this game will make it to the championship game, which will be played on Tuesday at 5:30 right here. And if the Lyons Junior Girls just so happen to win this game, then we will bring you that game on the radio. I'm making that call. Tuesday we'll be here at 5:30 if the Junior Girls win. Let's see, all the other games, if they get into the championship, except for the Midget Girls. The Midget Girls will also be playing Tuesday at 5:30. But everybody else, the 14 and under boys, so the Junior Boys will be playing Wednesday at 5 if they get into that game. And the Midget Boys will be playing Wednesday at 5. So I'll have to make a decision there. I've already covered the Junior Boys twice, so if the Midget Boys make it into the championship round, I guess I'll be covering them. But as far as Monday goes, I've yet to make a decision on who I should cover. And the only choice I have are the Junior Boys and the Midget Girls, if the Midget Girls didn't lose earlier today in their game. I don't know if they did or not. If anybody has a score on that game, there are several ways to contact me. Do any of them. Use any of them. Here's the pitch to Mariska Smith. Swing and a miss. Ball, 1 strike on her. Smith steps back in her first at bat. She reached on a walk, which scored a run. Next pitch will be called for strike 2. On the inside part of the plate, Superintendent Barry Waller is here in attendance at this game. 1-2 pitch, way high. Strike or ball 2, excuse me. Junior Girls leading 10-0 here in the top of the third. Lyons Junior Girls, that is. 2-2 pitch. Missing away. That'll make it 3-2. Full count on Smith. She steps in. And the full count pitch. Popped up into the net. Foul ball. Count remains full. Full count pitch. Swing and a miss. Or, excuse me, foul ball. But it was caught by the catcher. So, yeah, that'll be out number 1. And that'll bring up Nora Grace Mercer, who reached on a walk on her first at bat and scored 3 runs on a 3-run RBI triple in the top of the first as well. She hit twice in that inning. 1 out pitch to her. She loads up. Foul ball. Strike 1. Mercer steps back in. 0-1. She puts it onto the ground to the shortstop. She fields it, fires to first. Mercer is just out by about a step. 2 down. That'll bring up the pitcher, Aniston Powell. Powell pitching an excellent game on the mound for Lyons. So she'll step in. Bats from the right. Pitch to her. Miss for ball 1. Next pitch, Powell chops onto the ground of the third baseman, Pullins. Fields it, fires to first, and the Hawkinsville defense just had a 3-up, 3-down inning. We go to the bottom of the third. Lions leading 10-0 in our coverage of the 58th Annual Lions Youth Tournament on Y101.
Come on down to the creek and get yourself some of the best locally sourced hand-cut USDA inspected steaks this side of the Mason-Dixon line. We also have some of the best and most tender pork chops, chicken, and specialty cuts offered in town. Feeling like grilling? Check us out on Thursdays and Fridays for our $11.99 prime rib steak specials, kebabs, stuffed peppers, and more. Locally owned and operated, Reedy Creek Meat Company, located at 204 Washington Street in Vidalia. Call 912-386-4625, and we hope to see you there.
The Sandwich Shop, located at 213 Green Street in Vidalia, has all your fresh homemade sandwiches. Amy and the gang can fix you a sandwich with over 20 different varieties of sandwiches, from the common BLT to a Philly steak and cheese. Open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. until 2 o'clock p.m. Give them a call at 537-9263. Hope to see you there.
And welcome back. We're at the high school field for our coverage of the 58th Annual Lions Youth Tournament. The second game we have covered today started with the junior boys this afternoon at around noon, and now we're here with the junior girls. And this game was originally supposed to start at 5:30, but we got a little behind schedule here with other games. Emerson Powell is still on the mound for the junior girls, Lyons-Junior Girls. Up to bat for Hawkinsville will be left fielder Claire Foster. On deck is Maya Brown, the right fielder. And then designated hitter Destiny. Can't read my handwriting. Well, let's see. Destiny Jenkins. So the Lions team meeting up with each other. And now they're all going to their positions. It's about time to start the bottom of the third inning. So we'll see how it goes. This game started at 6:35. It's about an hour and 5 minutes behind. First pitch to Claire Fowler, missing for ball one, which I expect that to happen in this tournament because they have a lot of games to get in. 1-0. Missing for ball two. Fowler stepping in. Here's the pitch. It's going to miss for ball three. It's Powell trying to work back here. She comes on, 3-0 pitch. That'll be called for strike one. So Fowler steps in. She made a nice catch out in the outfield earlier. On Natalie Quintero's hit. 3-1. Popped up into the air, over to shortstop Nora Grace Mercer, and that'll be out number one. One down. That'll bring up Maya Brown. Brown, right fielder for this Hawkinsville team. She steps in, batting from the right-hand side. Powell comes onto the mound. One out pitch. Missing low and inside for ball one. One out pitch. That'll miss for ball two. So 2 balls and no strikes on Brown. Powell winding, 2-0. Going to be hit foul, first base side. Shaylin Stringer moved over there, fielded it, strike one. Two one. Hit onto the ground. Brinley Miller running up, throw to first, out number two. 2 down. That'll bring up Destiny Jenkins, who is a DH for the team in today's game, wearing number 20, batting from the right-hand side. Powell coming on, 2-out pitch, swing, and a miss for strike 1. Powell has been working very efficiently up on the mound for the Lyons-Junior Girls, who are leading 10-0. Next pitch, swing, and a miss for strike 2. The Junior Girls scored 9 in the top of the first, 1 in the top of the second. They didn't score any in the third. The Hawkinsville defense had a 3-up, 3-down inning. Jenkins stepping back in. And the 0-2. And Powell got a bad release on that one, so that'll be ball 1. She steps back on. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. And a 3-up and 3-down inning for the Lyons Junior Girls defense. We'll take a break. You're listening to the 58th Annual Lyons Youth Tournament. We're going to the top of the 4th on Y101.
When it comes to saving money while you're shopping, you can save really big at Thriftway, your Galaxy food store and Lyons. Like in the produce department, fresh cantaloupes, $2.98 each. Tomatoes on the vine, 98 cents a pound. 10-pound bag of russet potatoes, $3.98. Seedless watermelon quarters, 78 cents a pound. Sweet Vidalia onions, 98 cents a pound. Baking potatoes, 78 cents a pound. Fresh sweet California cherries, $5.98 a pound. And large green bell peppers, 78 cents. Come save money throughout the store at Thriftway, your Galaxy food store and Lyons.
Responsible for the care of a loved one? Hi, this is Trent Akins from All Care Pharmacy. With All Care Pharmacy's Care Plus prescription plan, managing their medications has never been easier. Monthly boxes are organized by date and time in securely sealed packages for accuracy and convenience. No more sorting pills or juggling prescription bottles. Call 526-3200 to enroll in our free Care Plus prescription service today. All Care Pharmacy. We manage your medication so you can manage your life.
All right, welcome back to our coverage. I have bad news for the midget girls in the 58th Annual Lyons Youth Tournament. They lost today, and they were already in the losers bracket, so they are out of the Lyons Youth Tournament. Still trying to figure out a score on the midget boys today. And the junior boys, so technically they'll be the only ones playing on Monday at 3 unless the midget boys lost. And if the midget boys lost, then they'll be playing Monday at 7. So we'll see. But if the midget boys won, they'll be playing Tuesday at 5:30. Or excuse me. If they won, they'll be playing Tuesday at 4:30. There we go. Up to bat, Brinley Miller. I need to write. Let's see. Midget boys. I need to write that on all my brackets. I was going by what it says up at the top. That's too much to read. Junior girls. It'd be easier for me, especially going back and forth on the radio. First pitch to Miller. She hits onto the ground to the shortstop. Newman fields it, fires to first. Miller's there safely. She's rounding first, and she's headed to second, where she'll be she's rounding second, and she's headed to third, and Miller gets to third base on a throwing error. So a runner in easy scoring position to bring up Shea Stringer. She's 0 for 1 today with a walk. In their second game? Yeah. All right, the midget boys, so they won their second game. I know they won that first game. So the midget boys are just moving right along in their tournament. I got to get over there and cover them. Let's see, 0-1 to Stringer. I missed the pitch. I think she swung and fouled it off. That'll miss, and that'll be ball 1. 1-1 on Stringer. She steps back in. Powell comes onto the mound, 1-1 pitch. Or not Powell, Powers. That'll miss for 2-1. Swing and a miss. That'll make the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Stringer. So the midget boys will be playing Tuesday at 4:30 at the Green Monster. They'll play the winner of Serpent and Vidalia. Foul ball by Stringer, so she stays alive, 2-2. Stringer steps in. Bats from the left-hand side. Powers, 2-2. Misses low. That'll load up the count full on Stringer. On deck, Emerson Powell. Stringer steps in. Powers winding. Full count pitch. She gets under this one. Fouls it off out of play. Count remains full. Here's the full count pitch. Missing for ball 4, so Stringer will take first base. Runners at first and third. That'll bring up Emerson Powell. Powell is 1 for 1 today with a hit by a pitch. Here's the pitch from Powers. Powell showing bunt. Stringer getting down to second. Ball 1 on Powell, I believe. 1-0. That's missing low. That'll make it 2 balls and no strikes. To a pitch. Missing inside. That'll make it 3-0. Powell way ahead. And she takes ball 4. Bases loaded for the Lyons-Junior Girls. And that'll bring up Natalie Quintero, and there are no outs. Quintero looking for a base hit in tonight's game. She has scored a run each in both of her at-bats so far. So Quintero steps in, bats from the right-hand side. And now steps out. I'm not sure what's going on right now. They may be about to make a pitching change here for Hawkinsville. And they are. They're bringing in center fielder Carly Gibson. And as Carly Gibson warms up on the mound, we'll take a break. You're listening to the Lyons-Junior Girls in the 58th Annual Lions Youth Tournament on Y101.
Just when you thought the chicken sandwich war was over, it's coming back in a big way with Zaxby's new signature sandwich. It's a double hand-breaded filet, split-top bun, 3 zesty pickles, and if that wasn't enough, it's smothered in Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. That's right, it's such a big deal, we made a totally new sauce to give it the kick it deserves. The other guys won't know what hit them. The new Zaxby's signature sandwich. Have you tried it yet?
Come check out these great spring deals at Toombs Auto Parts in Lyons and Brogdon Auto Parts in Swainsboro, your local Napa dealer. Get the Milwaukee keychain tape measure, $4.99. Napa vehicle antifreeze and coolant, $14.99. 5-quart Napa conventional motor oil, $14.99. Gallon of Napa 15W40 oil, $9.99. And Armor All Wipes, 30 count, $3.99. And Napa Def, $9.99. They also make hydraulic hoses at Toombs Auto Parts in Lyons and Brogdon Auto Parts in Swainsboro, your local Napa dealer.
What's your money doing right now? Is it sitting there doing absolutely nothing? It's time to start putting it to work. Invest it. Make it grow for the future. Come see us, and together we'll develop an investment strategy tailored just for you. Together we grow. We're an equal housing lender. People's Bank, where people come first. Member FDIC. Online at ourpeoplesbank.com.
So welcome back. We're in the top of the 4th inning here at the high school field. High school softball field. Pitch to Natalie Quintero. Gets by the catcher. Brinley Miller slides in. And the Lyons Junior Girls lead 11-0. On a passed ball. That'll be ball 1 on Quintero. Runners now at second and third. The umpire going out to dust off home plate. Here's the pitch. Quintero hits it onto the ground to the shortstop Newman. Fields it, fires to first. Quintero is out, and a run scores. Not sure if Quintero was out there. I'm not going to argue with what the umpire says. She got down the line fairly quickly. So props to her. 2 down. Or 1 down, excuse me. That'll bring up Autumn Jarrell. Here's the pitch to her. That'll miss for ball 1. Jarrell's looking for a base hit today. Base hit will score a run for Lyons. Lyons currently on top 12-0. Ball 2 on Jarrell. Foul ball there. That'll be strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two 1 pitch is on the way from Gibson. She comes onto the rubber. Jarrell puts this one up into the air, and it's going to drop in, rolling all the way to the fence. She's going to round first. That scores Emerson Powell. She's going to get to second and hold up there on an RBI double. Lions now leading 13-0. One down. That'll bring up Laura Zamorano with a runner at second. She steps in. Gibson comes onto the mound, winding, 1-out pitch. And that'll be called for strike 1 on Zamorano. Zamorano today is 0 for 1, reaching on a hit by a pitch and grounding out to the shortstop Newman, who's been making a lot of plays today for Hawkinsville. Next pitch, fouled up into the air and out of play. That'll be strike 2. Zamorano puts this one up into the air, over towards third. The third baseman, I guess, called it. Almost ran into the shortstop, Newman. Almost a catastrophe there. She dropped it, so Zamorano reaching on an error. One down. That'll bring up Mariska Smith. Runners at first and second. Smith today, 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. They're going to put in Shakayla Joseph to run for Zamorano, the catcher. Here's the pitch to Smith. She gets under it, puts it over. It looks like it's going to drop. Or the right fielder made a catch on that. I'm not sure who it is. I think they sent somebody else out there from there who is not on the original lineup, so I'm not going to make any guess who it is. The right fielder for Hawkinsville did just make that catch, and that'll be out number 2. Runners at first and second, and that'll bring up Nora Grace Mercer. With 2 down. First pitch to her. Misses for ball 1. Bats from the left-hand side. Gibson coming on. 2-out pitch. That's going to be called for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Mercer hits it onto the ground of the second baseman. She fields it, fires to first, and that'll be out number 3. So that'll end the top of the 4th inning. Lions leading 13-0. We go into the bottom of the inning. If they can hold it, they win. We'll take a break, and we'll come back on Y101.
This sandwich shop, located at 213 Green Street in Vidalia, has all your fresh homemade sandwiches. Amy and the gang can fix you a sandwich with over 20 different varieties of sandwiches, from the common BLT to a Philly steak and cheese. Open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. until 2 o'clock p.m. Give them a call at 537-9263. Hope to see you there.
Stop in and get one of these great deals in the meat department at Thriftway, your Galaxy Food Store in Lyons. Family pack fresh ground beef, $1.98 a pound. Boneless beef tip sirloin steaks, $5.98 a pound. Bone-in split chicken breast, 88 cents a pound. Country style pork ribs, $1.98 a pound. Fresh Atlantic salmon fillets, $6.98 a pound. Boston butt pork roast, $1.58 a pound. Boneless beef sirloin tip roast, $3.48 a pound. For the freshest cuts of meat, see the friendly guys in the meat department at Thriftway, your Galaxy Food Store in Lyons.
And welcome back. Excuse me. I got a text from head coach Derek James, the midget boys beats Waynesboro. I watched some of that game earlier today, 12-0. They beat Candler 6-1, and they are in the semifinal round, which will be Tuesday at 4:30, and that'll be either against Vidalia or Soperton. And I just asked back which team they will be playing, so we'll see who that will be. And the junior girls, they've already got the run rule. The run rule is 10 after 4, so if they give up 3 runs here to Hawkinsville and get out of this, they'll still win by the run rule. Shaylin Stringer is on the mound now. Aniston Powell's moved over to first. Everything else has stayed the same. Laura Zamorano is behind the plate. Brinley Miller is at third. Nora Grace Mercer is at short. Natalie Quintero is at second. Autumn Gerald's in left. Emerson Powell is in center. And Mariska Smith is in right. They have Vidalia. The midget boys will be playing Vidalia at 4:30 on Tuesday at the Green Monster. Go out and see a nice game there. Part and part. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be covering that game because by the way it looks, we'll be here with the junior girls as they are in the championship game. If they can win this game here, they're ahead by 13 right now, so it looks promising for them. But we'll see. We're back to the top of the order. For Hawkinsville, here in the fourth, to Carly Gibson, first pitch will miss for ball 1. 1-0. Going to be hit foul, first base side for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Gibson. Here's the pitch from Stringer. Missing away, that'll make it 2-1. Stringer comes onto the rubber. She's a lefty, by the way. And here's the pitch. It's going to be hit onto the ground to Natalie Quintero at second. She fields it cleanly, fires to Aniston Powell at first. That'll be out number 1. That'll bring up Izzy Ross. She reached on a full count walk in her first at bat. Stringer comes on. 1 out pitch. Missing high for ball 1. Stringer coming onto the mound. 1 out pitch. Winding. And the 1-0 swing and a miss. That'll make it 1-1 on Ross. On deck is Alicia Newman, the shortstop. 1-1 pitch from Stringer. Missing. That'll make it 2-1. Two-one pitch. It gets away from Zamorano, so that'll be ball 3. Sun is going down, and it's shining right in here in the press box. It's making it kind of hard to see. 3-1. Missing high, and for the second time today, Izzy Ross has reached on a walk. Runner at first to bring up Alicia Newman, the shortstop, who's been playing excellent ball today for the Hawkinsville Junior Girls at her shortstop position. So here's the 1 out pitch. Missing high for ball 1. Both Nora Grace Mercer and Natalie Quintero back up the throw to their pitcher from the catcher, which is a good idea. 1 out pitch, hit onto the ground of first baseman Aniston Powell. She fields it, steps on first. And that'll be out number 2. 2 down. That'll bring up Amaya Pullins, or Anaya Pullins, excuse me. It looked like an M, but I think it's an N. And that's my handwriting, not the other person's handwriting. So she steps in her first at bat, she had a called strike 3 on a full count. First pitch to her, foul ball, strike 1. If the junior girls get one more out, they'll be on their way to the championship round of the 58th Annual Lions Youth Tournament in their age division. Here's the 0-1. Missing high. That'll make it 1-1. Stringer coming on. Coming set. 1-1. Swing. And a miss for strike 2. So Stringer adjusting the ball in her hand. And she's about to make the pitch. Here it is, 1-2. Called, strike 3. And that is your ball game. The Lyons Junior Girls winning over the Hawkinsville Junior Girls, 13-0, and they're on their way to the championship. We'll be back to wrap up this evening's game on Y101.
Are you responsible for the care of a loved one? Hi, this is Trent Akins from All Care Pharmacy. With All Care Pharmacy's Care Plus prescription plan, managing their medications has never been easier. Monthly boxes are organized by date and time in securely sealed packages for accuracy and convenience. No more sorting pills or juggling prescription bottles. Call 526-3200 to enroll in our free Care Plus prescription service today. All Care Pharmacy. We manage your medication so you can manage your life.
Just when you thought the chicken sandwich war was over, it's coming back in a big way with Zaxby's new signature sandwich. It's a double hand-breaded filet, split-top bun, 3 zesty pickles, and if that wasn't enough, it's smothered in Zax sauce, or new spicy Zax sauce. That's right, it's such a big deal, we made a totally new sauce to give it the kick it deserves. The other guys won't know what hit them. The new Zaxby's signature sandwich. Have you tried it yet?
And welcome back. We're going to wrap up today's game. The Lyons Junior Girls winning over the Hawkinsville Junior Girls 13-0. Nora Grace Mercer went 1 for 3 with a big hit, 3-run RBI triple. Aniston Powell went 1 for 3 with a base hit in the first quarter. Brinley Miller went 2 for 3, a 2-run RBI single in the first and an RBI single in the second. Shay Stringer had reached on 2 walks. Emerson Powell went 1 for 1. She was hit by a pitch and walked. Natalie Quintero scored a run in the first and the second. Autumn Jarrell had an RBI double. And Aniston Powell pitched an excellent game. Nora Shay Stringer gave up a base hit. And the Lyons Junior Girls are on their way to the championship round of the junior division of the 58th Annual Lyons Youth Tournament. So that'll wrap up our coverage for today. I'll be back Monday. I'll let you know on the midday show which game we will be covering because I don't